The wildcard chip didn't quite provide the boost I was hoping for, resulting in a below-average score of 40 points and a red arrow dropping me to 1 million in rank. However, with the recent poor returns from my team, it still feels like the right decision long-term. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button for weekly team selection videos throughout the season. Also, don't forget to join my mini-league via the link in the description. More frustration as Arsenal, despite restricting Leicester to just 0.32 expected goals, the lowest in game week 6, still conceded twice to a team ranked 19th for expected goals. Adding to the disappointment, Liverpool conceded a scrappy goal due to an error by Ibrahima Konate. On a positive note, Anthony Robinson secured a clean sheet in Fulham's 1-0 win over Nottingham Forest. In midfield, Bukayo Saka blanked for the first time this season. Despite an impressive display, where he fired 7 shots and created 8 chances in the match against Leicester, he frustratingly missed out on involvement in any of Arsenal's 4 goals. On the flip side, Brentford maintained their knack for early goals, netting in the first minute for the 3rd time this season, with Mbeumo finding the back of the net. Meanwhile, Rodgers continued his impressive form, delivering returns for the 2nd consecutive game and bagging his first goal of the campaign. Similar to Saka, Haaland also blanked for the first time this season, ending his remarkable streak of scoring in 5 consecutive matches. Meanwhile, Chris Wood struggled to make an impact, failing to register a single shot in Nottingham Forest's defeat. Now, let's shift our focus to the transfer plans for game week 7. Despite my team's underwhelming performance last week, I've decided against making any transfers this game week, opting to stick with my current squad for now. With that in mind, here's how my team is shaping up for game week 7. Even though Arsenal conceded 2 goals to Leicester, they managed to restrict the Foxes to a mere 0.32 expected goals, the lowest of game week 6. Notably, no goalkeeper has kept more clean sheets than David Raya this season, with only Onana and Alisson matching his tally. Looking ahead, Arsenal face a Southampton side that has struggled in front of goal, netting just 2 goals, the fewest in the league this season. Similarly, Gabriel also faces a Southampton side that have managed only 7.1 expected goals this season, with only 4 teams faring worse. In last week's match against Leicester, Gabriel showcased his attacking potential by registering 3 shots, the 3rd most of any player on the pitch. Although one of those shots was a big chance, he unfortunately failed to convert. Southampton have struggled defensively, conceding the most goals from set pieces this season, 5. While Arsenal has capitalised on set-piece situations by scoring 3 goals, joint most in the league. Given that Gabriel has netted 2 of those goals and possesses a strong goal threat, he stands out as an excellent selection for this week. Trent Alexander-Arnold had a quiet game last week, but still continues to excel, leading all defenders with 14 chances created, tying with Leif Davis, and matching him with 4 big chances created, which is also on par with Luca Dini. Meanwhile, Liverpool boasts the strongest defensive record in the league, having restricted opponents to a mere 4.3 expected goals conceded, and allowing just 2 goals thus far. Looking ahead, Liverpool face a Palace side that have scored only 5 goals this season, with only Southampton faring worse in that department. Although Leicester succumbed to a 4-2 defeat against Arsenal last game week, they managed to hold the Gunners to a 2-2 draw until the dying moments of the match. Prior to that game, Leicester had recorded 8.2 expected goals conceded while allowing 8 goals overall. Wout Faes faces a Bournemouth side that currently ranks 7th for expected goals this season, netting 8 times so far. Despite a quiet showing last game week, Luis Diaz remains a standout performer this season with 5 goals, trailing only Cole Palmer among midfielders. His 3.5 expected goal involvements is the 2nd highest among Liverpool players. Liverpool, ranking 2nd in the league for expected goals with 12.6, will go up against a Crystal Palace side that have conceded 9 goals and managed just 1 clean sheet across 6 matches. Brentford have netted 8 goals this season, with Brian Mbeumo responsible for an impressive 5 of them. His goal tally ranks just behind Cole Palmer among midfielders, and his 3.7 goal involvements is the highest in the Brentford squad. Up next, Brentford faces a Wolves side that has struggled defensively, conceding 16 goals, the most in the league this season, making Mbeumo a standout option for game week 7. Morgan Rogers is proving to be an excellent budget option at just 5.2 million, with 1 goal and 2 assists in his last 2 game weeks. Among midfielders priced at 5 million or less, Only Adama Traore has outscored him. Rodgers also boasts 1.9 expected goal involvements, ranking third among Aston Villa players, trailing only Ollie Watkins and John Duran. He faces a Manchester United side that is winless in their last 2 matches and have conceded 3 goals, offering a promising opportunity for more returns. Despite an underwhelming display last game week, Chris Wood remains a standout performer with 3 goals this season, trailing only Haaland, Jackson, Duran and Watkins among forwards. Among those priced at 6 million or less, only Danny Welbeck has managed more points. Wood leads all Nottingham Forest players with 2.5 expected goal involvements. Forest have netted 6 goals this season, with 4 of those coming away from home, alongside both of their victories. With an away fixture against Chelsea this game week, Wood could capitalise on Forest's strong away form. Dominic Calvert-Lewin may have blanked for the 2nd consecutive game, but he's still managed to score 2 goals this season. His 2.1 expected goal involvements rank 2nd among Everton players, only behind Dwight McNeil. Everton now face a Newcastle side that have allowed 105 shots this season. Only Brentford and Leicester have conceded more, presenting a promising opportunity for Calvert-Lewin to get back on the scoresheet. Nottingham Forest's Matt Sells and Ola Aina are on the bench this week as they face a challenging fixture against Chelsea, who lead the league with 15 goals. Likewise, Fulham's Emile Smith-Rowe and Anthony Robinson have a daunting task ahead against Manchester City, a side averaging 2.3 goals per match, making them the 2nd highest scoring team in the league. Although Bukayo Saka failed to return any points for the first time this season, his performance against Leicester was nothing short of impressive. He unleashed 7 shots, matching Kai Havertz and Cole Palmer, and created 8 chances, second only to Dejan Kulusevski. Saka's 5 assists lead the league, and no player has created more big chances than his 9. With an expected goal involvement of 3.9, Saka tops his Arsenal teammates. As Arsenal welcomes a Southampton side that have conceded 12 goals, with only 2 teams conceding more and ranks 3rd worst for expected goals conceded, 11.4. Saka emerges as a strong captaincy contender, even challenging Erling Haaland for the top spot this game week. Like Saka, Erling Haaland also blanked for the first time this season, but he remains the Premier League's top scorer with 10 goals in just 6 matches. In game week 6, Haaland fired 5 shots, with only Kai Havertz, Bukayo Saka and Cole Palmer attempting more. He leads the league with an impressive 6.4 expected goal involvements. Up next, he faces a Fulham side that ranks 6th defensively in terms of expected goals conceded, but Haaland famously netted a hat-trick against them at home last season. Given his remarkable form, it's hard to overlook him as the leading captaincy option for this game week. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more FPL content. Also, follow me on X and Instagram, where I will post my final team for Game Week 7 before the deadline.